By the end of this podcast, you will know how to make an additional $10,000 a month. So listen to the entire thing. Welcome to the new episode of the CAP Podcast, Consumer Ammunition Tactics Podcast. Hopefully y'all blessed. Hopefully y'all amazing. Hopefully y'all are great. So the economy is not getting any easier. So I want to help y'all as far as y'all credit repair business. Maybe you've never thought about it. Maybe you have. Maybe you already have one, but you're struggling right now. I want to give y'all some best practices, and we're gonna go through a 3-step process, just 3 principles. If you can master these, you're gonna be able to make at least an additional $10,000 a month on autopilot. I know y'all like automated and all that. It's gonna require work though. Keep that in mind. So if you want to stay until the end of the podcast episode, just some updates before we get into it. So I just want y'all to realize, like, I think I spoke about it before. I'm gonna continue doing speaking things as far as like, motivational speaking or inspirational, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of y'all may not know, back in the day, I used to do speak. Well, I said back in the day, this is like before COVID. I was doing speaking engagements. I was getting paid to be doing speaking. So I want to get back to my roots and doing that. And part of my outlet is going through the podcast. I actually went to an event today. It was like a workshop where we were going over different speaking stuff, and it was just a dope experience, not only to network, but just to continue to work on my speaking. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, if you got an elementary school, if you like teacher of elementary, middle school, high school, college, business school, or whatever, if you want me to come and speak, make sure you have that bag. We can, orchestrate it. But yeah, that's an update. Go ahead and follow me on the socials, Michael Benjamin, my IG. You want to tap in over there with me. But yeah, without further ado, if you do everything I say in this podcast episode, this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, you're gonna have the ability to make at least an extra $10,000 a month. That's it. That's a 6-figure job right there. Some of y'all don't make 6 figures at your job right now, so you definitely want to pay attention. We obviously talk about credit repair businesses, right? So we help you start, grow, and scale, right? Those are the 3 different steps. So you're gonna start your business, you're gonna grow your business, and you're gonna scale your business. So I got so many stuff on my YouTube as far as resources on how to actually start. So you can go ahead and tap into that. But I just want to talk about these 3 principles that definitely helped me as far as being able to scale my business and, get way past that 10K a month mark. So if y'all can do a percentage of what I'm doing, you should be able to at least do, $10,000 a month on autopilot. So without further ado, the first thing I need y'all to realize is consistency. You need to be consistent. You have to consistently show up. You have to consistently learn. You have to consistently invest in yourself. A lot of y'all lack consistency. You lack consistency in your relationships. You lack consistency in going to the gym. You lack consistency. So when you're consistent, that's going to allow you to not only succeed in your credit repair business or whatever business you have, but it's just going to allow you to succeed in anything you're doing, any and everything that you're doing. So I need y'all to master that consistency aspect, because that's going to really be what's going to allow you to get to that next level if you really want to like succeed as far as your credit repair business or whatever business. Once you know how to run a credit repair business, you pretty much know about business as far as running businesses, right? I always say, don't be a credit repair business owner, be a business owner. You don't want to work in the business, you want to work on the business. So we're going to talk about these guiding principles. And when you can master these principles and you actually apply it, you're going to be able to essentially get yourself out of the business. Like me now with CAT, Consumer Ammunition Tactics. Y'all know that's my business. What I do is I'm consistently showing up. I'm consistently recording content. That goes back to what I'm saying as far as consistency. You have to consistently show up. It's a lot of people that scam when it comes to credit repair. I'm not saying everybody's scamming, but people are scamming. So if you understand that people are scamming, you got to do what you got to do to neutralize that. How do we neutralize that? We post at least 20 times a day across all platforms, right? So I need y'all to understand that consistency is what is going to allow you to get to our next level. Consistency in promoting yourself, consistency in marketing yourself, consistency in, developing yourself, getting 1% better each and every day. And then understanding the concept of how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. You need to understand that. Napoleon Hill, he said, anything the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. I need y'all to embrace that as well. I need y'all to consistently embrace that as well. Anything the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, right? And Think and Grow Rich. A lot of y'all know Think and Grow Rich. A lot of y'all probably read that book. And he was really speaking facts, because a lot of people don't think about the fact that when you say something and someone else says the same thing, but they say it in a different manner, both people are correct. If you say you can't do something, but someone else says that they can do it, both of them are correct. This is why we don't say things like small business, right? I know obviously when people are talking about like, oh, small business loan, I got a small business, all that. We don't say small. Everything we do is big. Your mouth is very, very powerful. Pause. So be careful when you're speaking about yourself. Be careful when you're speaking about stuff. You want to consistently work on how you articulate yourself. You want to consistently work on how you present yourself. You want to just be consistent. This is just an overall principle that allowed me to succeed with my credit repair business, that allowed me to succeed in different areas of my life, that allowed me to succeed as far as working on my body, because you got to understand that you're the product of your business. When it comes to credit repair, people got to see you. So if you're just walking around, you out of shape, they're not necessarily, like, subconsciously, they're not going to respect you as much as if you're in shape, So health, wealth, everything, everything goes aligned. So you need to be consistently going to the gym, consistently reading, consistently learning, consistently investing in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, how are you going to continue to elevate? I'm a big believer in you don't know what you don't know. This is why I continue to invest in myself. This is why I have mentors. I have mentors from online. I have in-person mentors, So you got to continue to network, continue to invest in yourself. Just have that consistency. Consistency is going to lead to that result. Think about, let's say, a lead acquisition or just marketing wise. Y'all see me. This is over episode 160. Like, I think it's 162 or something like that, right? I was consistent with the podcast. This is content. When people say, I don't know what to post for content, that's a poor person mentality. I can't this. That's a poor person mentality. You don't want to be poor. I don't want y'all to die poor. So y'all have to understand, if you want to succeed, it's not just credit repair. If you want to succeed at anything, you have to be consistent. So consistency is going to be what helps you get to that next level. Be consistent in your effort. Be consistent in your discipline. Be consistent in all aspects of your life. Be consistent in everything, and everything is going to be handled how it's supposed to. How you do anything is how you do everything. You have to remember that. And then, like I said, anything the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. So if you can see it, you can manifest it, you better believe you can achieve it. Because the person that believes that they can do it, that's true. The person that believes that they cannot do it, it's also very, very true. So consistency, that's the number one principle. So make sure you master consistency. Be consistent in sending those letters. Be consistent in marketing yourself. I know when you post content, it may not take off right away, but let me tell y'all something too. Most of the people that we do business with, they didn't put a like, they didn't put a comment or anything. They just booked that call. So when you're making that post, don't be looking for them likes. Don't look for the likes. Just look at it as like, okay, this is a logical thing I have to do for the business. I have to be consistent. So you have to consistently post. You have to consistently remind people about what you do, because people only buy when they know, like, and trust you, right? This is a universal factor. People only buy when they know, like, and trust you. So if I'm over here with Kat, we're putting out 20 pieces of content a day across all platforms. We're hitting like 100 pieces of content a week. And you're only posting maybe 1 or 2 times a week. Who do you think they're going to go with? They're going to go with me, because I'm always in their face. Right? If you don't feel like you can do something like that, pay someone to do it. Don't be cheap. Cheap stands for constantly having excuses about prosperity. I've covered this before. Maybe you're new. Maybe you're new to my channel. Maybe you're new to my podcast. But I coined the term cheap, constantly having excuses about prosperity. I'm big on acronyms. So keep that in mind. You want to be consistent. If you're consistent, you're going to get there. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right, so that's definitely going to be something that helps you get to that 10K a month. And when we talk about it being like automated, you need to essentially do it yourself initially. Well, you don't have to, but the whole end goal is to get a team around you so that you can work yourself out of the business. So you got to consistently market yourself so that you're getting clients in, whatever you charge, if it's $500, $1,000, whatever, right? That's up to you. Consistently learn sales. It's not just, oh, I got credit repair services, you're going to sign up with me. You have to understand sales. You don't have to just understand marketing. Marketing is going to be like, okay, the awareness piece, but how you going to close the deal, right? So keep that in mind. Consistency, consistency, consistency. The next thing is ability. You have to be competent. The ability is followed by that consistency. When you're consistent, that leads to you being able. That leads to your ability. That leads to you being able. Are you competent at what you do? Nobody should have any excuse. If you follow my YouTube channel, if you watch my podcast, y'all know I have the most valuable YouTube channel in the world. Y'all know I have the most valuable podcast in the world, right? So if you follow me and you're paying attention and you're doing what I say, there's no reason why you shouldn't know anything about these consumer laws. You should know 15 USC 1681 is the FCRA. You should know 15 USC 1666B, timing of payments so I can get late payments removed. You should know 15 USC 1681 B number 2 is the permissible purpose section. You should know all these things, right? So you should know how to articulate yourself and get yourself in a situation. If you don't know, if you need hand holding, this is why we have services, right? We literally have a mentorship program. If you can do it yourself, go ahead and do it yourself, but don't make no excuses. There's no excuses for y'all not to be competent. There's no excuses for y'all not to be able. Working that 9 to 5 that you don't love, that's your own choice. You're the one that looked at that paper of $10 an hour, whatever you're making. You're the one that signed that signature and accepted that, right? That was you. Everything is up to you. You're in your situation because of you. So if you're consistent, learning these laws, you're consistent, elevating, you're consistent on investing in yourself, you're going to be competent, which leads to the ability. You will be competent, which leads to the ability. I need y'all to understand that. When you're consistent, when you're able, you're already making at least 10K a month. So the final thing, final principle, transparency. So transparency is very, very important. Transparency is very, very important because it's you being vulnerable. This goes back to content. Content leads to coins. Content that converts. I'm always saying you need to post content that converts. Yeah, you could run ads and all that, but you need to consistently post content that converts. What is content that converts? How are you scripting out everything you're doing as far as your content? Do you have the hook? Do you have foreshadowing? An example of foreshadowing, I did it in the beginning. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make XYZ. Your hook, put on a video. Pineapples belong on pizza. You know, grab people's attention. I said Nigerian jollof rice is the best jollof rice in the world. You know, just controversy, that kind of thing. So how are you presenting your content? Are people learning something from your content? Y'all know, like I said, I have the most valuable YouTube channel on the planet. Like my YouTube channel is more valuable than a Harvard or Yale degree. Like I firmly believe in that. Anything the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Napoleon Hill said it. So I conceive, okay, this YouTube channel that I've created is more valuable than a Harvard or Yale degree. I'm teaching people how to empower themselves and go get money now. That, the whole mission is to help reduce depression, help reduce crime rate. We're reducing depression. A lot of people, everything is about money. A lot of people are stressed out because of money. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you stress out about something related to money. You don't love that job. You rushing in traffic, going to fake laugh with your coworkers for a 30-cent raise. You don't love your job. You don't love that 9 to 5 job. And if you do love your job, you're crazy if you don't get an additional stream of income the way I'm telling y'all with credit. So many people have bad credit. It's a lane you should be doing, making at least 10K a month. Like, why are you so selfish to be like, okay, I'm just going to do what I do as far as this 9 to 5. I'm just going to work that 9 to 5 till I die. What kind of impact are you going to leave? And some of y'all are so selfish too because you're just like, oh, I'm comfortable. What if you die tomorrow? Now your family got to go post a GoFundMe? Get you some money, get you some assets so that you can prepare for tomorrow. It's always going to be something in life that happens. Everybody that's watching this is not going to be here physically forever. So you have to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to get to the next level. Being transparent is being vulnerable in your content, being who you are. I'm always transparent. I'm who I am. Those of y'all that like my videos, those of y'all that don't like my videos, at the end of the day, you know where I stand. You can work a 9 to 5 till you die, or you can come here and get to the next level, right? Y'all know how poor people think. Poor people, they're always passing over opportunities repeatedly. Why is the charge of this? I can't afford this. What's the guarantee that I'm gonna leave my job in 2 minutes? You've been working at that damn 9 to 5 for 40 years straight. Now you want to come to credit repair business and want results in 2 minutes. It don't work like that. So be consistent. That consistency will lead to that ability. You'll become better. And then that transparency. Be transparent, be vulnerable, speak about your situation. A lot of y'all don't know. When I was in preschool, they wanted to put me in special education classes because I wasn't talking. I just ain't like rock with the people in the class or whatever, but they literally wanted to put me in special education class because I wasn't talking. I speak about it I kind of speak about it in a sense in my book that I wrote. I wrote a book, The Power of Yet. So it's about a young Black girl. She has problems with like public speaking and things like that. So a lot of people when I was like doing paid speeches and all that, and I would talk about it, people would think like that's kind of crazy. But I say that to say that's what I was doing, to be transparent, to connect with the people. So be transparent. For you, it might be that you have bad credit, you fix your credit, now you're helping people fix their credit. Just be transparent. You can even speak about someone else's story, right? And you can speak about it as like, okay, this is somebody else's situation, and this is why I feel the need to educate y'all about credit, and go from there. So you have to be transparent. So these 3 principles will definitely allow you to make at least 10K a month on autopilot. How's it gonna make you make 10K a month on autopilot? You're consistent as far as promoting yourself, so you're gonna have people coming to you. You're gonna get better as you're consistently disputing stuff, right? And then you being transparent or vulnerable, people are gonna relate to you more. So you're gonna seem more like a human. You're gonna seem more real. All those people in credit repair that are scamming, you're not necessarily gonna be aligned with them because people are gonna see that you're transparent. People that see me, people that see my content, they see the integrity. They know that I'm an honest person, right? I might talk how I talk about 9 to 5 this, 9 to 5 that, but I'm very vulnerable. I'm very transparent. I'm very transparent in my messaging. So hopefully that can help y'all. I just want to get on here if I can help one person start their business, or one person grow their business, or one person scale their business, because we help you start, grow, and scale your credit repair business. So go ahead and binge watch my YouTube. Take action items. Take action items on what we talked about today or tonight, in the morning, whenever you're watching the episode or listening to the episode. So if you take these action steps, you implement it, you focus on getting 1% better each and every day, everybody's going to have something different they got to work on. Some people are starting, some people are growing, some people are working on scaling. But you want to eventually get to where you're scaling, because at that point, you're hiring more people to relieve you so that you can focus on higher income activities. So that's where I'm at in my business, right? So I need y'all to realize, like, you don't want to just be doing everything in your business, because you're basically going to be an employee and you're basically working a 9 to 5. If you already work a 9 to 5, you don't want to get no additional 9 to 5 unless it's just temporary to go ahead and fund your dream and what you got to do. So I hope that the message resonates with y'all. Remember, like, we're here to reduce depression, because a lot of people are working these 9 to 5s that they don't love. It's a mental health thing, right? If you don't like your situation, like, it's gonna trickle down into different activities in your life. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I hope that this message can bless somebody, one person out there. I already know y'all haters that be hating, y'all gonna do what y'all do and be hating or whatever, but I'm sending this message. I would rather 99 of y'all hate on me. If I'm able to touch one person, then I'm good. So yeah, hopefully this episode helps y'all. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.